Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, and that's good coverage there. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kurt, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup...
Oh, and he breaks free! It's a foot race! At the 30 now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking for his big tight end, but it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So Ball State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. Fresh coverage now from these DBs. And at first down, they go right back to him. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Movement at the second level of defense now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Bringing pressure. who makes the grab.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer, also the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Hands it off on the counter. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Running back has it on the screen now. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. Pass complete and second down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Higgins. Brought down, but broke a tackle and produced a solid gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a third down play. Finds room at the 30. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Just a great play by the running back here. Finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Stopped right there, but it's 1st and goal at the 5.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game's summary so far. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. The returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. and the Cardinals offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The pocket breaking down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. He'll hand it off. Running with purpose. I tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he's able to get the boot away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Tackle made after the completion.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
A 2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Open. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. 2nd down after that previous play. Always looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield.
Open receiver downfield, he misses him. That's when you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Ball State offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback.
On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Offense makes their way on the field. The back's got it on a counter. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The Wolverines looking to cash in this red zone trip. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Ball State's offense back out on the field now. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Mither's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Quick.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Hard running now, breaking tackles. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore.
Touchdown, Michigan. And this one is getting ugly.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create. Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. Oh, it's grabbed by the kicking team.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. At the 30, inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ball State.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Wolverines. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to create better field position. And the returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Cardinals offense is back out on the field now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Off the big play, they're pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown continues. And Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Now they get set to kick it away. Turner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Ball State offense back out there. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they get him down.
To the wideout.
Completion.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So, 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. So, a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the punt team now on to kick it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. And the Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Ball State's offense back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run here, lets it go. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job.
The ball is picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Try and muscle for the first down. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today.
And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's able to send the punt away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch them see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Michigan Wolverines offense making their way on the field today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in 07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff to the back. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. Will be first down and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. The Bulldogs offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge?
Man, these jet sweeps are dangerous. You spend so much time worrying about the pass game or the running back coming between the tackles. All of a sudden, here comes a speedster around the edge with a lot of momentum. Puts a lot of pressure on a defense, as you saw right there.
And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 39. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Let's see go on the move, launching deep. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass here. Oh, the freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On first down, it's play action. Down he goes, a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think Baden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently, going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle it, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. So let's see what the play caller likes here on third and short from the +27. Can he make it to the marker? And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And the tailback's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Wolverines are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Quick throw, catch made. And he's tackled after the catch. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. First play of the drive, they look to the right. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack.
Refusing to be stopped on this play. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. The offense was fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So the offense with the first and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Ball handed off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And the pass is incomplete. 3rd down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
The Wolverines churn out another first down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Give it to the back again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Gives it to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Here's the second down play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Finding space, and the continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Dogs. What a show of strength and will.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
First and 10 play coming up. Tailback takes the handoff again.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak.
Well, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here's the handoff on a counter. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Takes the handoff again. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.